What's going on, you guys? My name is Timothy Ballou. Today we have my awesome friend Kelly Korte with a beautiful car, beautiful story, very beautiful house. I thank him so much for allowing me to do this interview with him and taking the time. It's a pleasure to do this, and it's a very good blessing to be here with you today. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing well, Timmy. Thanks for having me today.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. How are you doing today, man?
Doing well, doing well. I was excited to hear that you wanted to, interview me. I've never really been in this spot before, so I was happy to help you. In our brief interactions, I can tell you're super bright, super creative, got a lot going on, bright future. So, man, yeah, let's chop it up.
Anything you could tell the audience about yourself?
Sure. Yeah, Kelly Korte, 44 years old, lived here for about a year and a half. I come from Wichita, Kansas originally.
Very cool.
And so those Midwest roots keep me humble,
Very cool. Yes.
Yeah. Lived in Colorado for a while. Through my time here on Earth, man, just really came to appreciate cars and the culture and different lifestyles. Okay. And so, yeah, being out here in Scottsdale is just kind of the best of the best.
What motivates you to be you, to wake up every day and to do what you do?
I think it's just the growth of life in general, never being too content with what you just accomplished, kind of always looking for that next growth opportunity. That's what I've been about lately. Getting to a certain place in life where you're actually feeling good about what you've done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you can rest on some of the accomplishments, but that only lasts for a little while, and then I get hungry. I start craving something new, something different.
Absolutely.
So I think in having different ways to express myself and being creative, I think that's what drives me, keeps me hungry. Hey, I got your back. And just so the audience is aware, we're both Marines.
Yes. Thank you for your service.
Thank you as well. And that goes deep. When you meet another Marine, it's you automatically have that connection. You automatically know that person has also stepped on those yellow footprints and raised their right hand, sworn to defend the Constitution of the United States by enemies, foreign and domestic. Because there's some domestic enemies out there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, as soon as I met you, I knew you were a solid dude. Yep. And so if you ever need anything, let me know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got that.
How do you see the car scene out here? It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
it's a whole different world.
Dude, it's so crazy. So coming from Kansas, guys were into sheet metal work, a lot of aircraft workers. So they were really creative with their body work and their paint skills and things like that. So everybody was kind of building their own cars, and you had a little bit of everything, but it was mainly hot rods. And the same with Colorado, where I came from. And as soon as I got here, I'd never seen anything like it. The variety, right? The variety. You got people, driving old school Chevys. You got people driving McLarens, Porsches, Ferraris, Lambos, daily drivers. Never seen just so many supercars on the street. The road conditions.
Yes.
The road conditions are so tight here.
Very.
They don't have potholes. They don't have deteriorating, asphalt everywhere. No, dude, crispy.
Yes.
Crispy. And I think it's that way for a reason, because a lot of people put money into their cars around here, so they got to keep them on the road. You know. So obviously this area attracts very diverse crowd, and so it brings out a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of different different styles. Man, you got the Hispanics doing their lowride thing.
Yes.
I just was recently invited out to Las Vegas with Techniques Car Club. And they
seen the picture.
Man, that was a good time, dude.
Yeah,
that was a good time. And man, in the High Line, the Cars and Coffee. That's where I met this young man.
Yes.
And we've been friends for about a year now, and that's a beautiful car show. They keep inviting me out, and I keep going.
Yes.
And as long as they invite me, I'm there, you know. But yeah, you know, and I noticed that you're shooting a lot of different cars, man. And so,
yes.
and I want to become even more like involved, you know. I want to
yes.
go to some of the shows that you're going to and see some of the racing for sure.
Yes.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, it's all exciting, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Melly, you know you're more than welcome, man.
Oh, dude, let's roll.
Let's roll, baby.
Let's go.
Thank you for sharing that, like, with me, man.
Yeah.
What do you see yourself in the future with your car now?
Okay. All right. Good question. My car is pretty much done. Like,
tell us about your car, man.
Okay. All right. My car was my first car in high school.
Okay.
It's been in the family since it was
Wow.
new.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a crazy story behind it. You know, my grandpa acquired it.
Yes.
From his sister who passed away, and there was an estate sale, and I don't know what kind of agreements they had.
Yeah.
But he ended up with the car. You know, let's just say that.
And sure.
And he had it painted. It was originally white. He had it painted aqua, like turquoise color, and all the kids. There were like 6 kids, I think, and they all learned how to drive in this car.
Wow.
And so you can imagine it was wrecked. Like, the whole passenger quarter panel was bashed in.
Wow.
Rust in all the fenders.
Yes.
The interior was like full of rat's nests. You know, I mean, that's when I found it. But yeah.
Wow.
It was when I found it in '93 approximately. It had been sitting for about 15 or 20 years, like in a Kansas barn. Okay, covered in dust. The interior was all ratted out, like I said, and you know, I needed something to drive. So my grandma was like, "Go out and pick which one you wanted." And so sitting next to the Impala was a '64 Mercury convertible that belonged to my dad. And I think my brother had already claimed that one. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll take the Impala, right? And I didn't know anything about Impalas. I was listening to NWA at the time. They kind of talked about Impalas.
Yes.
You know, rolling down the street in my 6'4".
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So needless to say, man, we pulled my car out with a tractor, chain tractor, drug it out. The wheels were barely turning. We just started stripping it all apart, you know, took the wheels off right there in a dirt pasture.
Yes.
Put new rubber on it, put new brakes on it, and
just got it out of there.
Just got at it, dude. Just got at it. Yeah, we changed some ignition pieces, I think, and shot some oil into the cylinders like they always, you know, talk about.
Yeah.
And put a battery in it, dude, and got it started.
Wow.
Got it started. And I drove that car all through high school. In between that time, I need to say that my friend Wes helped me rebuild the motor because it died on us.
Shout out to Wes, right?
Shout out to Wes Shockey, also a Marine as well. Yeah, he took a lot of time out of his days to help me rebuild that motor. But then that was my baby, man. Like, I started just kind of like falling in love with that car, you know, because in order to keep it on the road, I had to work on it.
Okay.
So I was there the whole time. You know, we were twisting wrenches. I didn't know what the hell I was doing half the time. I was chasing tools because I didn't really know what I was doing, you know? And so I was kind of like just being an accessory, but then I started picking it up. And dude, that year I went to boot camp. Yes. And
it changed everything.
Changed everything, you know?
The maintenance. They don't tell you about that.
No, you just got to be ready. You got to get the checkbook ready, debit card.
For sure.
You know, yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Dude, you're on eBay all the time, like looking at parts and shit, and it's always you're always keeping an eye out because like you just never know when that deal's gonna come around. You know.
So that's the way to be for that. If you want to maintain a car, you always need to be looking at the deals and the parts for your car so you can keep it running effectively,
for sure,
and safely, of course.
Yeah.
Is there a message that you can give to the young folks out there, the inspiring wrenchers and the people who want to get into the car scene?
Oh yeah, it's be thankful for what you got. You know, there's always going to be like somebody else that has something better than you. There's always going to be a car that's cleaner than yours, you know? Like, it's always a process. So just be happy wherever you are in the process, because that's what develops character. It doesn't have to be this enormous stretch for you to get into a status or whatever. Like take your time, grow with the car.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to like change your vision.
Absolutely. Like think change, right?
Yeah, embrace change, exactly.
Okay.
And like what else, man? Get in there and get your hands dirty, because like a lot of people don't know about the inner workings of a car.
Yep.
And they want to just take their car to the shop every time something happens to it. But like, dude, go buy yourself a socket set.
Yep.
And change that alternator, change that starter out. Change the oil if you want.
You should be able to change your own oil.
You should be able to change your own oil.
You should be able to
for sure
change your own tire.
Yeah, change your own tire.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
for sure.
So be happy with where you are. Because if you continue to grind, eventually you'll get to where you want to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're so welcome, Timmy.
This was a blessing. I can't wait to see what the future beholds for us, man.
Oh, dude.
Big things, man.
Big things all day.
Thank you so much for your time. Freaking.
You're welcome, bro.
We're out of here, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.